T&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast.
It's a gorgeous day for some girls lacrosse. We are in Melville, New York for today's Orland & Cohen Game of the Week. Live from Cy Donnelly Field, featuring the St. Anthony's Friars and the Sacred Heart Lady Spartans. Good afternoon, everybody. Accompanied by Chris Cayozo. I'm Jim Furchland. Chris, both these teams have two players that have incredible talent, and we'll start off with St. Anthony's. Undefeated. They haven't lost at all since last year. They haven't lost since 2019. They went 12-0, 10-0 last year. They look to keep it going, especially with the play that spotlighted last game between number 5 Tess Calabria.
Tess Calabria, the leader on this team, Jim. Last game, she had 2 goals and an assist. An incredible player for this team, a captain. She really leads them, and I'm excited to see what she can bring to the field today.
And then you got to look at the other side for Sacred Heart, and they have a good player in Kate Bendowski. She'll be playing her collegiate ball at Quinnipiac, and she can attack with the best of them.
A future cat at Quinnipiac. Bendowski, she's essential on the offense, and she's great at feeding, according to her coach. And she is a strong Dodger.
With a lot of strong Dodgers in this game as well, but when you want to look at what happened last time, looking back at Monday's highlights of the week between Oceanside and a very good team coming out against a lot of other good players in that game. But when you want to look at that time, especially between the competitiveness and the drive from both of these teams, the last time these two teams played was 3 times last year. St. Anthony's beat them all, but also the spotlight is that Sacred Heart scored 7 goals against them last year. That was the most St. Anthony's allowed.
This team matches up well versus St. Anthony's Sacred Heart. I talked to Coach O'Connor yesterday, and she said, this is going to be one of our toughest of the year. We came into last year unranked. We finished 17th. Now, again, unranked. They got something to prove here, Jim.
They do.
But St. Anthony's, on the other end, number 1 on Long Island for girls lacrosse. They have a tough schedule as well, but you said they haven't lost since 2019, so it should be a great season for them, but even a better game today versus Sacred Heart.
Yeah, St. Anthony's are recently coming off a blowout victory at St. John the Baptist 2 days ago, and Calabria had a season-high 5 goals, and see if she can keep that offensive motor running into this next home game.
St. Anthony's, we talked to their coach before, and she said they've all been blowouts. Excuse me. They play a very high pace, and Sacred Heart on the other end, they like to slow things down. When I talked to Coach O'Connor yesterday, she said that we play our game. We want other teams to play our game. So that's the best success and the best recipe for Sacred Heart.
And St. Anthony's checks in undefeated. They were the favorite, but looking back on Monday, Oceanside and Farmingdale. Oceanside came in at 2-5. Farmingdale came in at 2-5. Oceanside 6-0, 4-0 in conference play, and Farmingdale took care of business, going up by as much as 6-3, and then Oceanside struck back with 2 goals, but still fell short 6-5, and Farmingdale gave the Sailors their first loss of the season.
Jim, you were on that game, and unfortunately I couldn't be there, but it looked like a great game. 2 competitive teams over in Nassau County. Today we're in the Catholic League. We see it all here on T&D. We have Suffolk County, Nassau County, and the Catholic League.
And you spoke to Sacred Heart coach Morgan O'Connor. This team, they have talent. They just beat a state champion in Ridgewood, New Jersey.
Yes, they're one of 3 wins for this team. They beat St. Dom's and Kellenberg in the CHSAA, which is the Catholic High School League in New York, Long Island specifically. But they did beat Ridgewood from New Jersey, state champs of the state of New Jersey last year. Now, they lost to another Sacred Heart, but in Connecticut. Not my alma mater, but the high school. They have 14 seniors. Both teams heavily led by their seniors.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cy Donnelly Field for
their
today's
challenging
league
schedule.
matchup
They have 14 seniors,
between
but their
Sacred Heart
sophomore class is what
and
really
your
stands
St.
out.
Anthony's Friars.
So we back for the opening draw control. St. Anthony's and Sacred Heart coming
ask you
up
to please
next on
rise for the
T&D Sports
national
Video
anthem.
Productions.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
Experience, trusted, proven, excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production, the industry standard, T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
And back on the campus of St. Anthony's High School at Cy Donnelly Field. Chris Cayazzo and Jim Furchwin here. Beautiful day on this Tuesday afternoon as the Friars are set to play the Lady Spartans. Both teams have 3 wins, and there are some bragging rights on the line.
There are. This is probably a rivalry now over the last few years between Sacred Heart and St. Anthony's. St. Anthony's on the boys' side, it's Chaminade. On the girls' side, it's Sacred Heart. Bragging rights on the line. They haven't lost St. Anthony's since 2019. Unfortunately, Sacred Heart suffered a loss this year to Sacred Heart non-conference, coming off a great year last year, finishing 17th in the country. Jim, I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, this will be a fun matchup, I believe. Just see, the magic number is 7, because that was the most goals St. Anthony's allowed, and that was to Sacred Heart last year. They let up 4 goals at St. John the Baptist in their 3rd game. That's the most goals they allowed all season so far. But here's a statistic for you. They went 12-0 and 10-0 in conference play last year. They outscored their opponents 163-50 in 2020.
An offensive powerhouse. I'm excited to see what St. Anthony's can do versus a very good Sacred Heart defense. My final score prediction, 10-8 St. Anthony's.
All right. Throwing out predictions already here. I like it.
What do you got one?
I'm not going to play a card yet, but I'm expecting whoever scores 7 first wins. That's what I'll go with, because that was the magic number we were checking in.
I like that one.
Waiting for the opening draw control. Before we get to that, let's start off with your starting lineups. Number 2, Kaylee Favorite. I'll start off with Sacred Heart, and Chris, you lead off with St. Anthony. So for Sacred Heart, the visiting team, number 2, Kaylee Favorite. Number 11, Julia Regan. Number 18, Elizabeth Darcy. Number 21, Charlotte Brown. Number 23, Kate Bendowski. Number 24, Sophia Paisano. Number 27, Sonny Leonetti. Number 29, Caitlin Cole. Number 32, Kaylee Chin. Number 33, Shannon Meyer. And number 38, Caitlin Bowden. And Bowden, highlighted in this one as well, the number 2 goalie in the country going to JMU next year.
A lot of college commits. I'm excited to see what Sacred Heart's defense, if they can control the offense, the high-powered offense of St. Anthony's.
So here's the opening draw control. We'll get with St. Anthony's starting lineup in just a bit. So waiting to see our visual from the side. It's tough to tell.
We have 3 players, Charlotte and Kira Brown, and Shannon Mayer split draw control.
So the starter for St. Anthony's is going to be Tessa Calabria.
Ironic, that's our star player.
That is our highlighted player. So we have a whistle. So Chris, starting lineups for St. Anthony's.
Number 1, Abigail Lacasio. Number 2, Megan Kenny. Number 5, Tess Calabria. Number 7, Taylor Cullen. Number 10, Rose Christie. Number 11, Catherine McKeeter. Number 19, Meredith McFarland. Number 28, Tanner Scarola. Number 33, Ava Biancardi. Number 35, Shay Lembo. Number 4, Samantha Baker. And number 45, Samantha Patchy.
Sacred Heart already in the offensive zone, working their skits. And Coach Summer Copeland in her 8th season, alma mater of Limestone College in South Carolina, and a nice save to start off by Sacred Heart.
Caitlin Bowden with the save.
Bowden, that's why she's the number 2 goalie in the country. And that might give the Lady Spartans some momentum charging in, and they have the ball charging.
She has a goalie percentage of 60%.
60%.
They're moving it quick. And remember what I said. I talked to Coach O'Connor yesterday. She said, if we want to win this game, St. Anthony's has to play our game. We can't play theirs.
And no one wants to play St. Anthony's game. We are back behind the cage. Rotating around inside. Good pass, but better defensive effort. That time Amanda Pacey was right in between the crease and on top of that, right in front of Shay Lembo. And it was an offensive foul back to the Friars.
Almost an early goal for Sacred Heart. That's what they got to do. They got to get on the board early and quick. But St. Anthony's moving it up really quick.
And Pacey still has it in her stick.
Packed house today at Cy Donnelly Field. Beautiful 68-degree weather day.
We even got our meteorologist next to me, too. It is a gorgeous day.
What can I say, Jim? Man of many talents.
That you are. Lacasio trying to put the moves. Shot inside. Another save from Bowden. That's 2 already. Remember, she had a season-high 16 last game versus a very good team in Ridgewood. So here St. Anthony's gets it right back. Little hole opening, and we have a stoppage. It's Scarola.
Free position.
Free position for Scarola.
Clemson product.
A lot of good colleges listed on this. Goes way wide right and above the net. Lacasio tries to get there first. And she'll control from here. Lacasio dump off, looking right for Christie. Couldn't control it cleanly. Here's Biancardi.
Sloppy play from the Friars early. They got to get on the board. They score a lot of goals, as Jim mentioned.
Christie down low and scores underneath Bowden for the first goal of the game. Her 5th goal of the season, and the Friars are up 1-0.
Rose Christie with the left, as we see on the replay
Goal
here.
scored by number 10, Rose Christie.
She gets the dish off the bounce and past Bowden. That save percentage still above 60% though.
And you fly past Kyra Brown, a good defender for the Lady Spartans. That means business for St. Anthony's. They're not playing around. Christie, junior midfielder. Last 2 games, 2 goals. Recently versus St. John the Baptist and Kellenberg. Didn't do much versus Holy Trinity.
It's going to be their toughest in-conference game for the Friars. Obviously for Sacred Heart as well. But St. Anthony's still trying to keep their winning streak alive. Good start with the score by Christie. And an interception there, Jay.
But that is eyes in the back of her head. Great play by Bendowski. Here she is. The spotlight for the Lady Spartans. Now she slows down the tempo.
Again, Sacred Heart plays a slow tempo.
Here's Fravert trying to shoot inside. She scores! Kaylee Fravert, her 9th goal of the year. We're tied at 1.
What a quick answer there by Sacred Heart. As we see on the replay here, Kaylee Fravert makes a move, right, goes left,
Goal
off the
for
left
Sacred Heart,
hand,
scored
and
by
scores.
Kaylee Fravert.
Southpaw strike. Only a sophomore from Garden City.
Sacred Heart has a very strong sophomore class. As I talked to Coach O'Connor yesterday, she said the junior class is not the best, but they have a strong sophomore class.
14 seniors for Margaret O'Connor's squad. By the way, her 14th year with Sacred Heart, along with being their AD on the side.
Draw control is big for the girls' game because you get that ball and you just run down the field.
Calabria tries to control it.
It's going to be Sacred Heart.
Calabria may have gotten too physical and took out the legs of Regan.
See if Sacred Heart could take their first lead, and they might.
Regan inside. Might be a free position opportunity instead. It did go past the legs of Lembo, but yeah, it'll be a free position opportunity straight away for Cadence Flaherty. Flaherty, 3 goals on the year. Inside, goes bottom, and it hits the bottom of the cage. Off the right leg of Lembo, and Sacred Heart takes the lead early.
That was a weird goal there, as we see on the replay here. Free position.
Sacred Heart goal scored by number 6, Cadence
With
Flaherty.
the 5-hole there.
It looked like it bounced off her right ankle, but we'll call it a 5-hole because it did go to the left side instead of to the right off a deflection. First goal of the day for Cadence Flaherty, and her 4th of the year. This time a freshman, junior from Massapequa.
Gives Sacred Heart their first lead. Let's see if they can maintain it. They're going to need to score a lot of goals if they want to beat this Friar team.
And now St. Anthony switching it up. Here's Caitlin McAteer taking the draw control for the Friars. And here come the Friars. Take advantage. Scarola being patient. One of the great distributors for the Friars this year, has 6 assists at a season high 3 that tied. Another save from Bowden. It was a good dish that time from Biancardi. And a whistle. Check out this save again. Great pass, Biancardi. They cut it real quick. And a turnover back to the Lady Spartans.
For Sacred Heart, 3 saves early. it's going to have to be a thing all game for them, just save after save, because the Friars, as they intercept it, are going to get the shots off.
Yeah, great defensive play. McAteer getting involved. And that time it was against the Spartans. Lady Spartans, and we have a yellow card.
Sophia Pisano with the yellow card. She has to come off.
Yeah, strictly defense.
So we see the replay here off the shot from the Friars. Nice pass, but an even better save.
So Biancardi took the shot and just couldn't get it past Bowden.
It's going to be Friar ball as they set up their offense.
It's Matika. Oh, good cross inside and wide left. Shot by Scorola straight away. Can't convert. Here's Matika inside, and we have...
Looks like it's going to be Sacred Heart ball.
No,
Maybe?
it's going to stay behind the cage. Yeah, free position opportunity coming up. Lauren Matika. 1 goal this year. Matika 1-on-1 with Bowden. You have Leonetti behind her. Matika fires and a save by Bowden. Her 4th already.
4th in 7 minutes. And another one!
Oh my, what instincts for the JMU future. Right back again in between. And there is Matika again straight away. This is impressive defense from the person in between the pipes for the Lady Spartans.
JMU is getting a great goalie, a Division I prospect.
So watch out for Courtney Cummings on the left of Matika. Again, another save. Are you serious? Caitlin Bowden putting on a defensive clinic.
Even the coaches are impressed.
But it's the rebounds that are killing Sacred Heart right now. So many offensive opportunities.
Look at the defense, swarming.
And we do have a foul inside again. And there goes Matika with the control just outside the second red line. And now you have Flaherty left to her.
Kaylee Chin coming on. This defense is getting tired. It's like a power play in the hockey league.
Matika one more time and another save. I lost track. That's got to be 7 or 8 saves already.
7 saves. I'm keeping track. 7 saves in almost 9 minutes.
That's unbelievable.
It's got to be some sort of record here.
Well, she had a season-high 16 last game.
She's halfway there, and we're not even halfway through the first half.
And look at her. She's showing you some courage, bringing it outside the cage. But look at the stick skills by the goalie as well.
She's got to be careful.
Dangerous.
She's getting double teamed. They got pushed.
That's Davy. And she is pushed. That was Leonetti, and she was pushed by McFarland. Here's Bendowski. To your right. Goes behind the cage. Bendowski being the quarterback. Bendowski trying to charge. Stops, now draws a double team. Back outside. Darcy shoots. And it goes wide.
No, Jim, I saw this last week when I broadcasted the boys game. Hold on, I'll say it after this play.
That's all right. We got some time.
If they're going to bring a double team, they got to give the ball up. That's the way to win. And St. Anthony's is bringing a double on these big players like Bendowski.
Then you have Taylor Cohen getting right in the defense, a senior defender for the Friars. All in the face of Bendowski, making life very
Nice pass.
difficult. The cut was there, and the drop pass by Reagan. But gained control again. And that time in the stick of Elizabeth Darcy. We have Elizabeth and Lily Darcy. Darcy wears number 12. Elizabeth wears number 18. Just
Bowden
dish it
getting
out
some
again.
breath here on the other end. Catching her breath, I should say.
Towards the top, Cummings.
We got a line change coming in for Sacred Heart, it looks like.
We have 4 different players check in. At the bottom, we have a whistle before the shot. Sacred Heart getting a free position chance against Lembo. And it's Elizabeth Darcy. She had 4 goals last game.
Let's see if Sacred Heart could give themselves a 2-goal lead.
Darcy had 4 goals last game. She has 5 on the year. Darcy down low, another save. Drawn that time, Lembo getting down and dirty.
The Stanford commit.
There's an opening down inside. Another terrific save with the stick by Lembo.
Lembo trying to outdo her counterpart, Bowden.
Who would have thought? It looks like we should have spotlighted both goalies.
I think we should have.
Meyer is deflected. 33 on 33 by Biancardi.
Who's the better number 33, I should say.
We'll have to wait and
Battle.
see.
Great defensive battle here early in Huntington.
If you're just tuning in, Chris Cayazzo, Jim Furchland giving you girls lacrosse in St. Anthony's on T&D Sports Video Productions for your Irwin and Cohen Game of the Week. 2-1 Sacred Heart over undefeated St. Anthony's, who have won 12 championships in the last 11 years.
Let me tell you, this Friar defense is swarming Sacred Heart. They can barely get any shots off, and they're still winning.
Check that, 11 championships in 12 years. Doesn't make any sense.
Still impressive.
Now you see Cohen just running away with it on the defensive side.
Sacred Heart, very impressive on both ends so far, but on the defensive end, it's Bowden.
Bowden, the barrier, in between the pipes.
If they win this game, I think that's her nickname going forward.
Barrier, barricade, the blockster. Any type of alliteration will do.
Almost a good ground ball there.
What a
Number
skirmish.
11, Julia Reagan.
And controlled by Leoncardi. I'm sorry, that's Licciardi. Here's an opportunity for the Friars. Lacasio trying to go past Paisano. Shoots,
High.
and it goes high.
Both defenses I'm impressed with. Swarming the attack. No easy shots for either team. 10 minutes left in the first half. This half is flying.
Good cross inside, and a shot wide right. Lacasio again. And there's Bowden
who it is.
controlling. Doing a little bit of everything. Offense, defense, stick work. That's a good defensive play. Calabria got a piece of it. Another sloppy pass. And controlled by Leonetti. Here's Bendowski going past the defense, wide open to the right side. High off the, just missed the top with a post. Darcy had an opportunity, couldn't convert.
That's a great spot for a shot. But Sacred Heart will maintain.
Kyra Brown going to Wesleyan, Connecticut. After she's done.
Coach O'Connor says very smart and analytical, and she helps run the midfield.
Well, it's showing early on in this first half. Under 10 left to go, 2-1 Sacred Heart. Bendowski charges inside and scores! Bendowski brings the heat with her first goal of the day to make it 3-1 Sacred Heart. And for Bendowski, that is her 10th goal of the season.
Let's see on the
Sacred Heart
replay
goal
here,
scored
Jim.
by Kate
Bendowski. I don't know what
Bendowski.
was better, the goal or the celebration as she puts both arms down like, can't guard me.
We're here, she says. Bendowski, season high 4 goals last game. The Cat getting it done against the
future.
Friars.
The future Cat.
Rockville Center Cat.
I want to say Quinnipiac's in the MAC.
Yes, they are.
Close to New Haven, Hamden, Connecticut.
Yeah, not too
location.
far from there.
Tell you right now, she'll be eating some good pizza in
Oh.
New Haven.
And Sacred Heart controlling it again. Charlotte
ground
Brown dumping off and almost lost Cummings, had in her stick. And the Friars, are they going to get called for a defensive penalty? No.
Can St. Anthony's answer? I don't think they've trailed this year at all.
With the games that they played, they've outscared their opponents tremendously. As Bendowski takes a tumble.
Bendowski doing it on both ends. Can't remember the last time St. Anthony's trailed.
Well, they did lose back in 2019, early in the season.
Another save.
Are you kidding me? Bowden, that's save number 8. And I think that was an attempt from Calabria. Oh, picked away, open chance. McFarland pops it in. McFarland makes Sacred Heights pay, turning defense into offense to make it a 3-2 game.
Friars goal scored by number
As we see on the
19,
replay
Meredith
here, the turnover
McFarland.
takes it on the breakaway, left hand, and finally beats Bowden.
Not much you can do there if you're Bowden. And for McFarland, her 3rd goal of the season. Had 2 goals, 1 each versus Holy Trinity and Kellenberg.
St. Anthony's needed that goal, Jim. Trailing 3-1, a turnover killed Sacred Heart there, and she got it on the breakaway.
If you're Coach Copeland, is that a sign of relief?
A little bit.
And if you're Coach O'Connor, how you take that?
Got to tell your team to regroup. You know, you're winning by 2 versus the best team, one of the best teams in the country, best team on Long Island. Got to regroup here. If you could take a lead into half, that would be big.
Yeah, St. Anthony's, they have 37 players on their roster, 17 of them seniors, 15 juniors, and then 5 sophomores. No freshmen, but that is a big roster.
One of the biggest rushes I've seen.
Calabria wins the draw control. Pushes ahead. Christie already has 1 goal inside again to tie it. She does. Rose Christie. 1 more. Ties it at 3. Her 2nd goal of the game. And we have a stalemate in Huntington.
Friars
Again,
goal
new
scored
game
by
for the
number
Friars.
10, Rose
As we see on the replay
Christie.
here, a switch must have been clicked for the Friars because now they're hot.
They're cooking. And they're starting to fry up.
Speaking of that clicking, I just clicked that pen.
There you go.
But there must have been a switch turned on because they look like a totally different team 5 minutes ago.
Play made by Scarola on that assist. Had it quickly on the dish from, I believe that was Calabria. Give it back. And then a great dime from Scarola to find Christie right in front.
We have a whole new game now. 8:19 left in the first half.
So that's Christie's now 3rd 2-goal game of the season. After having 2 versus Kellenberg and then 2 recently versus St. John the Baptist. And it's a scrum for the draw control. Charlotte Brown, straight ahead, high pass. Bendowski being pressured. Good defensive effort. Cullen right in her face.
Sacred Heart a little lazy with the passes, Jim. They got to calm down, set their offense up.
They're feeling their oats in the beginning.
I think Sacred Heart off to a great start. They have to maintain, though. St. Anthony's, you saw in less than 2 minutes, put in 2 goals.
Outside the circle. It seems like everywhere you are, they're in the offensive zone regardless. They're getting the opportunities. They're just using a lot of time. A little over 7.5 left to go. We're tied at 3 here at Cy Donnelly Field. A good cut attempt, but even better defense by Christie.
St. Anthony's defense has picked it up in the last 3 to 4 minutes.
Now you got to be careful here if you're Lembo. Lembo had 3 saves last game, already has 2 today. He already had 8 saves, half of what she did versus Ridgewood, New Jersey for Caden Bowden. And now just burning the clock here the past 20 seconds in the stick of Lembo. Launches it down the court, down the field. And it was in the stick of Cullen and taken away by Brown.
Good defense there by Sacred Heart. They got a score going into the half. I know we have 6 minutes, just over 6.5. They can't go down trailing. St. Anthony's, if they build a lead up, we've seen it before, they just go on a hot rampage scoring goals.
That's what they've did so far this year.
You did say first to 7 goals, and I said 10-8, so we're close.
And these two teams did play each other 3 times last year, and St. Anthony's won all of them, 11-6, 15-7, and 14-4.
There has to be a little revenge that Sacred Heart wants to get.
A great pass inside and a save made by Lembo on the attempt from Meyer on the right corner.
3
Just
saves
outside
there.
the crease. Third save for Lembo. Bendowski draws inside. Great defense. That time, that was all Lexi Moss. Still no timeouts yet in this game. And we're at 5.5 left to the end of the half.
I think both coaches trust their teams to close out this half. Maybe you'll see one if they have to set up a last possession of the half or something. But both coaches, both mentioned, and we have a stoppage here. Going to be Sacred Heart ball. Jim, both coaches said they trust their teams to get it done, and that's big.
When you know how to win and you know how to win with authority, eventually that trust from the coaches builds over time. And for O'Connor and Copewing, we're seeing that in front of our very eyes. Under 5 left to go, tied at 3.
Jim, I said in the beginning that Coach O'Connor said to me yesterday, if Sacred Heart wants to win, they're going to have to play their style. We've seen their style. A lot of passing, no one-on-one, a lot of cutters, and look what we see here.
Frappert again, draws and scores, but Pryor won't count. So she was fouled just before launching it inside.
You see the replay.
And on the defense by Calabria.
Calabria had her stick up way too high. They should have counted that, but it's going to be a free position either way, but let's see if they can get it done again.
Let's be Frappert from straight away with assistance on the right side from Pacey. Yeah, Pacey on the right. And can't tell who's right on the left, but Frappert going for goal number 2. The number on her back gives the lead to the Lady Spartans under 4 left to go.
She said, ball don't lie. Couldn't
Goal by
score on
Sacred
the
Heart,
first
scored
one,
by
but
number
off the
2,
free
Kaylee
position.
Dravert.
We'll see here straight away. Top right gets it done.
10th goal of the year, her 2nd goal of the day for the Garden City native. And the Spartans take the lead late in the first half, 4-3.
Frappert getting it done. She's a senior.
I mean, we were born around 1994. Friars was born in 2006.
Jim, I hate to break it to you. You were born in 1984?
Yeah.
I was 96, so sorry to make you the oldest in the booth here.
I can name a couple other people that are older in this booth.
Talking about on the broadcast side of things.
Mike Trezza is definitely born before 94.
Yeah, I guess.
Not currently here, but
Young at
still
heart.
counts. Calabria, head full of steam, going straight in and scores. Calabria makes it count. Ties right back up at 4.
Jim, I like that one. Calabria makes it count, and she
Friars
does.
goal
She was
scored by
quiet so
number
far
5, Tess
on the
Calabria.
breakaway. No defense in sight, and scores.
9th goal of the year. Had a season high 5 goals last game versus St. John the Baptist, and has 2 goals. She had a 2-goal game versus Holy Trinity and a goal and assist versus Kellenberg. Now, all those schools have prominence in lacrosse, and St. Anthony's taking care of business against them this year.
They're a legit team. No team has come close. Sacred Heart now tied.
Like, I feel there's that term in sports where it's men among boys. For Sacred Heart, it's women among girls. (4-4), 3:46 left to go in the first half. And it's St. Anthony's Kenny.
St. Anthony's.
Here they come. Friars staying hot out the gate, off
Save.
the post. Christie looking for the hat trick. Just missed it off the left side.
As I was saying, Jim, St. Anthony's, they can answer in like 15 seconds. So if you're Sacred Heart, you got to keep the foot on the pedal. But Calabria looking for number 2.
And bounces back out toward the corner. Lacasio putting the moves inside. Lacasio has a spot and lights it up. 5-4 St. Anthony's in the lead, right back to the Friars. 4th goal of the year
Friars goal
for
scored by number 1,
Lacasio.
Abigail
First of the day.
Lacasio.
Lacasio off the left hand, fakes out Bowden.
And Paisano.
The future Northwestern product getting it done.
Wildcats in the house. Let's go down the list for the scholarship players for St. Anthony's. As Lacasio going to Northwestern. Bustamante, not on the field yet, should be going to Queens University. Matika, number 6, who has a couple of shots in this game, no goals yet, going to Canisius near Buffalo. Same conference, I believe, as Quinnipiac in the MAC.
Yes.
Then you have Taylor Cohen, defense, going to Michigan. Big Ten here in Melville. Number 9, Amanda Iglio, a senior attacker. Going to Scranton. And then Christie, Nova on the gridiron. McAteer, one of the draw control leaders, going to Navy. Salute. And to draw one more before we go back to play, Kathleen Lichardi, who was back behind the cage more times than none, going to LaSalle.
Jim, I see a Stony Brook on
Yep.
there. Were you saving that one?
I was going to, but yes, Stony Brook, Samantha Edney, number 14, multi-positional senior midfielder and defender. Good move inside, better defense. Kenny, that's a midfielder playing terrific defense for the Friars. Draws inside a double team. Here's Kyra Brown, and a foul on top. Looked like that was by Cohen, number 7.
We're about 23 minutes in, and you haven't mentioned Stony Brook yet.
Not yet? Well, I guess
waiting
we'll
for it.
mention it now. We got a SHU alum and an SBU alum. Me being the SBU alum, Chris being the Sacred Heart alum. No bias tonight. And no joke, being completely honest, no bias for Mr. Cayazo.
Haven't said anything yet about my alma mater, but let's go red.
Shannon Meyer towards the top. Stony Brook also red too.
Stony Brook and Sacred Heart don't play each other a lot of non-conference.
No, but just think about this. As soon as this season is over, Stony Brook will be seeing a lot of Caitlin Bowden next year. CAA and CAA teams mano a mano starting in 2023.
And Bryant going to the America East.
Incredible pass. Topped in, Bendowski for number 2. Got to check who had that incredible dime going up top. And it's a tie game at 5.
First one to 7, Jim, still?
First, I don't know about that one now. And yeah, that looked like that was from Meyer. Incredible dime, her second assist of the season. And she'll be going to Marist next season.
Marist, another
Red
team.
Fox. Sea of red.
She won't have to change her color scheme
Nope.
from red to red.
Sometimes you're just born that way. Like for me, when I transitioned myself, I was a Wolverine, then a shark, and then I morphed into a seawolf. Do you get what I'm putting?
With the red and blue then.
Close to it, yeah.
Newfield was red.
Newfield was red.
I went from black and gold, Sachem, to red and white, Sacred Heart. So total different color scheme there. But let's get back to this great game. 5-5.
5-5, a minute 16 left to go. Chris Gallozo, Jim Furchman giving you girls lacrosse action on T&D Sports Video Production for your Orland and Cohen Game of the Week. And so far, it has lived up to the hype.
I was thinking to myself today on the car right here, this is going to be a great game. And so far, first half, lived up to expectations.
It's not a cliche yet, but as of right now, it lives up to the standards. Sacred Heart looking for one more before the half. Draws a double team. And here's Fravert. Already has 2. Does have a season high 3 goals versus St. Dominic's, and has 2 goal games versus Kellenberg and Sacred Heart Prep. And a missed opportunity from the Lady Spartans. Kenny running away with it and using the Jets. Check if she has PF Flyer kicks. Kenny really pushing it up the field.
I was going to say that before. Her speed is big for this Friar team.
Frying up the field. Frying and flying.
All right, Clyde Frazier. I like that one.
Bounding and astounding in between. Draws a couple of defenders, and Scarola will be
1.6.
just outside the free position circle with 1 second left.
It's going to be tough, but you only need one shot. It's about a half a second to get a shot off.
It has to be the fastest shot of the season from Scarola, and that will end it. So actually the ball went to Sacred Heart at the end. And an incredible first half, 10 goals, 5 from each team between the Friars and the Lady Spartans on this Tuesday afternoon. A stalemate in Melville at the moment.
We are in for a great second half. My projection could still stay 10-8 St. Anthony's, but Sacred Heart giving them all they can.
Sacred Heart has already scored more goals in a first half than St. Anthony's has allowed in a game so far.
Incredible.
4 was number 1 by St. John the Baptist. That was a 17-4 game. So let's see what happens in the second half.
I don't see a blowout.
It's a tale of 2 halves. But regardless, St. Anthony's being the juggernaut of this league, Sacred Heart really playing their best lacrosse in this first half. Halftime here at Cy Donnelly Field in Melville. St. Anthony's and Sacred Heart in a stalemate 5-5. Be back for the second half in a few moments.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland and Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
We're excited to announce our collaboration with T&D Sports to bring more coverage to the high school game. Our mission at Back of the Cage has always been to provide the best in-class coverage for boys and girls lacrosse. We are excited to work alongside T&D Sports to provide more coverage than ever and elevate the exposure of the game across the Northeast. The Sailors of Oceanside High School will host the Farmingdale Dailers. Lily Johnson on the other end, and then a goal back for Farmingdale. Brianna Belando blasts it in. Over net. Oh, great pass. Lily Johnson. She doesn't have a clear path to the net, but you have to fire it. Goes low, and Weintraub saves it. Patience on the right side, cut across the top. Livingston to her right. Goes and scores. Carly Livingston. Pass inside. It's open, and it's good. Not many of those. With Rosso. Across the middle again, and another goal! Belando gets the hat trick. Final here, 6-5, Dailers top the Sailors.
This exclusive broadcast is brought to you by Orland & Cohen Sports Medicine. For all your sports medicine needs, Orland & Cohen has 15 locations all over and across Long Island.
Thank you for that impressive read, Chris Caiozzo. Jim Furchwood here. It is halftime, only a minute left before the second half starts, so we cannot wait to bring it to you. 5-5 between the Friars and the Lady Spartans. And so far, we spotlighted both attackers, Calabria and Bendowski. But so far, two great goaltenders in between the pipes between Bowden and Lambo.
Bowden, probably the half of her career. She has 9 saves in the first half. And for Lembo, she has 3 saves as we take a look at her squad for St. Anthony's. Jim, for them, I see in the second half them coming out with a lot more speed and a lot more goals.
I think with them, they're just overthinking too much after they went down by as much as 2 goals. And then St. Anthony's brought it back, tied it up. Then Sacred Heart scored a goal. Then St. Anthony's tied it up again. Then Sacred Heart scored again. And then St. Anthony's tied it just before the half. It's been a stalemate. It's been locked up. It's been neck and neck. All those cliches you could think of, this game is as close as it can get.
Let me tell you, Sacred Heart Academy, located in Hempstead. So I would say like Hempstead is about 30, 40 minutes from here, right? From Huntington?
Yeah.
Their fan base, let me tell you, they came out in a sea of red to the left of us.
They did.
As we take a look at their team, they're getting stretched out and warmed up for the second half. They are led by their goalie, as you said, Caitlin Bowden. But their goal scorers, Kaylee Fravert with 2, Candace Flaherty with 1, and Kate Bendowski with 2. Now for them, Jim, they have to come out and still play their game. They've been playing fine. They pass well. They score well. Their defense has been fine. But they have to slow down the attack of St. Anthony's, and they'll win this game.
Yeah, it's very doable. Between whatever both teams can do. And Sacred Heart, they are proving their doubters wrong. Remember, this team is hungry after losing to St. Anthony's 3 times last year in a matter of 12 games played. And from what Sacred Heart started out the gate, they couldn't play a better half on both ends of the ball.
Like you said, lacrosse is a game of 2 halves. Sacred Heart, I hope they just didn't give it their all first half and come out flat second, because St. Anthony's can play 50 minutes.
We're just about to get underway for the second half here at Cy Donnelly Field on the campus of St. Anthony's High School. Chris Cayozo, Jim Furchman giving you girls lacrosse action on TND Sports Video Productions. Draw control number 11 to start off the second half. Calabria going up against Meyer.
Now we switch sides here, so now St. Anthony's
sides going to the left. And that was actually Kyra Brown who controlled the draw control, number 30, not 33. St. Anthony's and Sacred Heart. Big second half coming up.
And just what I said about Sacred Heart, Jim, playing their game, slowing it down, a lot of passes. See if they can get on the board early here. Coach Morgan O'Connor, a alum. Any guesses? Before, I don't know if you know the answer to this one.
Alum O'Connor at the top, but there's a goal. Right back, as you said. And there was Shannon Meyer.
The Fighting Irish of Notre Dame.
That's right, you did tell me that. ACC product.
Sacred Heart goal scored by number 33,
Shannon Meyer right out the gate. 38 seconds into the second half. And the Red draw blood first.
Shannon Meyer, the Marist commit,
yes.
midfielder, 3-sport athlete. Basketball, cross country, and lacrosse. She's a leader, and she's composed, according to Coach O'Connor.
Yeah, season high 3 goals versus Sacred Heart Prep. And did have a goal each versus St. John the Baptist. St. Dom's and Kellenberg. So it's 6-5. Sacred Heart out in front to start the second half. And Sacred Heart will get it right back. It's got to feel good, especially if you're Bowdoin on the other side, watching Sacred Heart do what they're doing to a good Friars team defensively.
Whenever you're a goalie, you want the ball to stay in your offensive zone. And right now, except Sacred Heart can't pick up the ground ball, and as 2 girls fall to the floor. But you're right, Bowdoin is happy with playing. There are players all over on the field. Now finally a whistle.
Here we go again. Out in front, trying to find an opportunity inside. There is one, and another goal! And that time it's Frabber with the hat trick. 7-5. Lady Spartans up by 2.
2 goals.
Sacred Heart goal scored.
Minute 23, as we see on the replay here. Frabber gives it up quickly, but she cuts. That's the game right there. Pass and cut.
Julia
Basketball,
Regan.
lacrosse, and she scores. Sorry.
Regan with a tremendous dish inside, in between traffic, found Frabbert, and it went past Lembo. Frabbert for 3.
Do we see a timeout here?
No timeouts yet, and what's going through the mind right now of Coach Coupling for the Friars?
I would say...
Have you shown any concern, any worry?
No. Her team has been down 2. I think if they score
the
one
most.
more, there's a timeout coming. 7-5, a minute and 23 seconds in. Sacred Heart looks red hot.
Yes, they do. Sounds like you got that one from Mike Trezza. If you did that creative, Chris, I like it.
Trezza gives me a lot of good quotes and sayings, learning from the best.
15 years in the business with these gentlemen. We're just getting started. And speaking of just getting started, the second half is just starting, and we already have a 2-goal lead from Sacred Heart after being a tie game.
It's going to be St. Anthony's ball. And let's see if they can answer. They answered in the first half, went down 2. See if they can do that here.
Oh, they seem rattled. Working their game. They're not trying to get out of their rhythm, but it all depends. Here's Calabria behind the cage. That's Cullen. Dump inside. Great pass and a fake, and it's good. Ava Biancardi going to Duke, and it's a 1-goal game. First goal of the day for the senior.
Friars goal.
That's a great answer for the Friars. As we see here on the replay. Great dish to number 33, Ava Biancardi.
Assist by number
Biancardi
1,
going to
Abigail
Blue Devil.
Ocasio.
Another ACC school.
You have Duke, Clemson on this.
I wonder if Coach K will still hang around. I know he won't be the coach. I wonder if he'll hang around, though.
He'll probably hang around. He just said he wants to be on the beach more. I mean, me being a loud and proud Duke fan, more for the basketball side, he'll still be involved with the program. I'm looking forward to what John Shark can bring with already 7 5-star recruits on this team for 2023.
I'm sure she'll be at some basketball games, Biancardi.
Oh, yeah.
Heard you got to camp out for those, though.
Yeah, the Cameron Crazies. Loyal fan base. Crazy fan base. Going to the right side, attacking again. Lacasio tried to find a pass. Looked for Scorol on the left side, and she thought too quickly. It's like one of those opportunities in football when you're trying to catch a pass in the slant, you look upfield before you catch it.
Bowdoin, 9 saves in the first half. None so far. Only 1 goal allowed here. And now Sacred Heart on the move.
And Sacred Heart really controlling the tempo.
Jim, I was actually thinking about wearing my red, but I can't be biased.
Here's Meyer one-on-one with Lembo. Meyer looking for the second goal to make it a 2-goal game again. Meyer up high. Now actually wasn't even close. And St. Anthony's controls. Cullen with it. Cullen using her legs, and nice switch to the right.
Now,
Past
Jim,
midfield.
Sacred Heart scored 7 first. So you said first is 7.
Yes.
But St. Anthony's does not back down. They've gone down 2 goals twice now. Cut it to 1. Let's see if they can tie it on this possession.
Who scores 8 first?
I think St.
Lacasio.
Anthony's bounces back here.
Lacasio draws inside. Do you have a crease violation? It looks like we do.
Yeah, Lacasio got really close there. But it'll be Sacred Heart ball.
And that's going to be extremely frustrating. You don't see those much either. And now Sacred Heart really trying to capitalize on the Friar miscue. Off the bounce, and it goes in! Another goal, Julia Regan.
That's her first of the day.
Her first of the day. Got that right. Going to the
Just
University
slipped
of Delaware.
Regan, we'll see here on the replay coming up. And she's on the left side. She gets the pass from Brown. And that squeaks in past Lembo. Hey, every goal counts.
Every
And
goal.
that's the 8th goal.
That is the 8th goal. You have 10-8. So therefore, Sacred Heart can't score another goal. Is that correct?
Yes, but you know what? Upsets are meant to happen. We're not March. We're in April. But still March Madness, because the last few years, March Madness has been trailing into April. So we're in April Madness. Could this be the day? The first loss in 3 years? Could it be? Still a lot of time left.
Regan's 4th goal of the year. She had a goal last game and had 2 goals versus Kellenberg. Just remember, you said, we didn't mention this earlier, Sacred Heart was 17th ranked last year. They're not even ranked this year.
This one has to put them in if they do win. But St. Anthony's, don't sleep on them.
Christie has 2 goals.
St. Anthony's could scored 2 goals last half in about a minute 15 seconds. They could do it. I'm not counting them out. Now, St. Anthony's, what I've noticed, the first 3 possessions, they've slowed the ball down. That's not their play. They're playing Sacred Heart game now.
Scorola tries to find the angle off the stick of Bowden. That's save number 10.
So far, my player of the game on the Sacred Heart side. Still, just about 20 minutes. We got a lot of game left, Jim. Buckle in.
10 saves, 6 goals allowed.
It's pretty good. Just what Coach O'Connor wants. St. Anthony's to slow down.
Christie looking for the hat trick. Save up top. Bowden, the barricade. 11 on the day.
The future Duke. Not Duke Blue Devil, but the future Duke in JMU.
The Duke Dominator.
The Duke Dominator, the Bowden Barrier.
Yeah.
Got a few nicknames.
Gotta love it. And we're making up these on the spot. These aren't actual names. This is what we're thinking.
She definitely has a nickname or two. Kaylee Chin. First time we've called her name, midfielder.
We did see her a little bit in the first half, but she came in late. Meyer does have 2 goals. Cross inside. It's open. Back out toward the top. Meyer, the quarterback, goes left. Pops out. And a foul on McAteer.
It's a tough call. St. Anthony's, as we see the replay here, Meyer knows how to control the offense. She switches. The double comes, and a foul called.
Little bump by McAteer up high. This doesn't do any favors for the Friars.
This is a big one. This could put them up 3, their largest lead of the game. Will Meyer come through?
Meyer, 1 goal already.
Correction, Mayer. Calling her Meyer, like John Mayer. No, she backs it out.
You said she was composed. Shows it right there.
Very composed. Word used by her coach O'Connor.
Bandowski, and we haven't really seen her that much today. And she just got fouled just outside the circle. Does have 2 goals.
2 goals. A quiet 2 goals. Bandowski going to Quinnipiac. She is essential. And she has been pretty essential. Those 2 goals making the difference right now.
They are.
The fans getting loud here.
Bandowski.
A lot of Sacred Heart fans in the crowd.
Bandowski. And a save off the stick by Lembo. Lembo using her leverage in between the pipes.
Lembo 4th save.
We only hit
Sacred Heart.
no whistle there. And oh, what a play made defensively. Here come the Friars. Far left side of the field. It's Christie.
But still, Jim, St. Anthony's playing a slow-paced game. Exactly what Sacred Heart wants. They want that slow pace. First half, St. Anthony's was running up and down the field on them.
Just one of those games where you just don't want it to end. That's what it feels like calling today's game. 8-6 Sacred Heart over the Friars of St. Anthony's. Chris Cayozo, Jim Furchman here on TD Sports Video, T&D Sports Video Productions for your Orland and Cohen Game of the Week. And we talked to Coach Copeland before, and she is actually a representative of Orland and Cohen.
Yes, she is.
According to her LinkedIn profile. Good pass, Calabria, 12 times the charm, a dozen saves for Bowden.
It's got to be close to a program record. I wish we had those stats on us.
She had 16 last game, a season high versus the Ridgewood, New Jersey former champions.
16.
Wow. She's 1 more from a Baker's dozen. Baker's dozen Bowden in the works. Sacred Heart Up by 2. Little under 10 minutes in to this second half.
Coach O'Connor staying posed on that sideline. Still talking to her players. It's a long game. Still got 15 and a half left.
Got to be careful. Back behind the cage, looking for an opportunity. Great defensive play. Cullen captures it.
And look at that speed. This is St. Anthony's game. Up and down the field. And look.
Christie sliding through. Dump in. Goal scored. St. Anthony's delivers another goal. Ava Biancardi, her second. Back-to-back for Biancardi. Makes it 8-7. And Christie really was the catalyst.
Just like the Drake
decoy.
lyric. She's going back to back.
ABB, Ava, back-to-back.
Got a game. This is a game that we don't want to end. This is a broadcaster's dream.
Just said that, I know. 8-7 now. This is a perfect lacrosse atmosphere.
Perfect
I
weather.
don't use perfect often, but this is a perfect lacrosse atmosphere today.
Perfect weather. Perfect fan capacity. Perfect game.
Perfect bragging rights.
Perfect production crew to the right of us.
Yes. Dave, Tom, Jamie, and Evan. The production crew doing a tremendous job today. And very little wind, which is great.
Got baseball game in front of us. Lacrosse game in the field ahead. Got a lot of sports going on here on the campus of St. Anthony's. Speaking of St. Anthony's, they'll maintain possession.
The Friars getting involved. The intensity has ramped up since that last goal. And it started off with the Jets from Christie. Lacasio trying to be clever here. Dump inside. Another goal! Hat trick Biancardi with the rifle. That was a one-timer. She rifled that with the left so quickly, Bowden never saw it.
Friars goal scored by number
Now we are
32.
tied, as we see on the replay here. Lacasio looking for an open player, and just a quick flick of the wrist.
Quick flick is all you need. We're tied at 8.
I did say 10-8.
You did.
It's still 14:35 left in the second.
Ladies and
half.
gentlemen, does Chris Cayosa have a crystal ball and he's not telling us?
I think there's going to be more than 2 goals scored in 14 minutes. But hey, I've seen weirder things happen.
You predicted weirder things too.
I've seen a lot of goals in short periods of time. But Sacred Heart had the momentum. They were up 8-6. They were up 2 goals 2 different times.
Twice, yes.
But now St. Anthony's, like I said, they could score in about 10 seconds. That's all they need.
So you have McAteer and Mayer. That one launches towards the right. Up, here comes St. Anthony's. Picked up cleanly. Kenny in front on the bounce. That was a perfect lead pass to McAteer as well.
Getting a little physical here in Huntington. We haven't seen a lot of physicality. It's hard. In the girls' game, you can't be physical. But in the guys' game, you can. So you got to be careful or you get a foul call just like that.
Well, it's also, it was underseen. It was
Look at that movement.
Kenny. Ooh. Good move.
She
from
has
left
to have
right.
the fattest 40 time. She moves up and down the field. She's their speedster.
Her and Christie really can fly, the Flying Friars. Scorola gets it to go! Takes the lead for the Friars. And it's 9-8 St. Anthony's.
Squirrel is first. The Clemson Orange.
Friars goal scored by number 28, Tanner Scorola.
3 unanswered for the Friars. And Copeland never budged.
No, she wasn't worried. She knew this team would bounce back. Scrolla gives them the lead. Still a lot of game left. 13:43, about halfway through the second half.
All right, face-off number, check that, draw control number 18. And we see a mesh-up. Here's Leonetti taking it for Sacred Heart against McAteer. McAteer going to Navy. And Leonetti going to Arizona State.
They've trailed one time when they were down 5-4.
Yep. This is the largest lead Sacred Heart has had, and here's Kenny again. Draws left. Kenny fires on the bottom, and it goes! Kenny connects past Bowden. 10-8 St. Anthony's.
The speedster off the
Friars
jacket
goal
goal.
scored by number 2.
And now St. Anthony's is hot. 10-8. Your score, as you see on the replay, Kenny just beats the defender off the bounce and the back of the net.
Had a season-high 4 goals last game versus St. John the Baptist, and had 1 versus Holy Trinity the game before. Now is 1 today. Her 6th of the season.
Timeout, Sacred Heart.
A timeout. We have a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. It only took 38 minutes of this game. And now I think it's time that O'Connor talks things over. 10-8 St. Anthony's with 13:30 remaining in this one. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better faster.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
If you're just tuning in, Chris Gallozo, Jim Furchland giving you Girls Lacrosse, St. Anthony's, and Sacred Heart. Back and forth we go, but 4 unanswered from the Friars.
This is what Sacred Heart did not want. They did not want St. Anthony's to take their game and overturn this game. Unfortunately, they're in a position now, coming off a timeout, where they need to score. They're sidelined, still in this game, and they're still very much in this game. They cannot let St. Anthony's get these easy possessions and score.
They cannot. And here come the Friars again off that turnover. New goalie in for the Friars is now Lexi Zenk, as Lembo will get a breather.
Not that Lembo played bad, but we talked to Coach Copeland before the game, and she said, it's always nice to have those 2 goalies in there. Give one a break. It's not like a championship game, but, you know, Lembo did allow 5, Zenk with 3 so far. as the Friars maintain possession, looking to gain on this 4-0 run, I guess you can call it.
Yeah. Collaborate pass inside. Another bump and dump is good. And again, Biancardi 4 times the charm. 5 unanswered for the Friars.
4th goal.
Friars goal scored by number 33, Ava Biancardi.
Now we see on the replay here, what a dish.
Lacasio,
And
beautiful.
Lacasio's been passing it all day, and Biancardi has been delivering. Lacasio, 5 assists on the year. Probably has 3 today.
Quick flick, plus a hat trick and another.
4 goals, leads the Friars.
It was, what, 8-6 Sacred Heart with 18 minutes left around?
Yes. Something big. And we said that at the half. St. Anthony's could just switch like that. And the red-hot offense.
This is
Leading
incredible.
Turnover.
Kenny overpass, looking for Scarola. Keeps it inside, but Sacred Heart takes over.
Exactly halfway left. 12:30 and counting.
It's now or never for Sacred Heart to make a comeback. Good pass. At the top, inside, well, right outside the circle. Bendowski, I believe, needs to turn it up a little more.
I don't think you can play slow here versus the red-hot offense of St. Anthony's. You've got to score goals. You're down 3. And Sacred Heart they're playing great. They're playing their game. But now, they got to pick it up.
And Chris, if you look at the score, your prediction's a little off.
I thought it would be a low-scoring affair, but now we got 12, just under 12 minutes left.
Scarlett Fiorelli on the bump and dump inside. Shot is located and it goes in! Reagan on a prayer! Second of the day, and that was out of pure desperation. It didn't even look like she launched that with
Sacred Heart goal scored by number 11,
and it went past
Julia
Zink.
Reagan.
If you see a replay here, that barely squeaked by Zank. Ground ball picked up by the red.
She like hit that like a baseball. Wow, that is unbelievable.
Reagan second, trails Fravert for the team lead.
We're not done yet. 20 goals. This is by far St. Anthony's biggest contest yet of the game.
Best competition, too, in Sacred Heart.
So far, Sacred Heart has scored more goals in this game than St. Anthony's has allowed all season already.
Incredible.
And it will go back to St. Anthony's.
Two-goal game, 11 minutes left. Crunch time here at Cy Donnelly Field, Jim.
I'm glad to call it with you, Chris. There's the quarterback, Lacasio, the visionary. Oh, stops and drops, gets picked. Ball's in the air, and it's still controlled. Biancardi with the magic stick today. Wide open, Kelly gets hit and got hit high by Caitlin Cole.
This game's getting a little physical now. Refs are blowing the whistle.
The
Free position.
physicality will increase as it gets later into the game, for sure. Kyra Brown will face Kelly right at the crease. Kelly goes wide right, and she takes a tumble.
As we see a replay here,
Watch Brown on the right.
that's Kenny. She gets
Ooh.
pushed.
Bumped by
push.
Kendra Daly.
Kendra Daly, the defenseman we haven't talked about much. She gets another one.
That could be a huge mistake for Sacred Heart. Kelly times 2 and goes 5-hole.
Megan Kenny. Her second.
Friars goal scored by number 2, Megan Kenny.
7th goal of the season, her 2nd of the day for the sophomore midfielder.
See on the replay here. She didn't get pushed on that one. I think that made the difference the first time, the push.
And that push enticed her to not miss again.
She went 5-hole on Bowden. 12-9.
And Bowden saw the 5-hole coming. She just missed it. Exactly where the ball was by probably a matter of inches.
That is, give it to Bowden today. 12 goals allowed. She has 12 saves. So 50% save percentage. Still not 60, but still 50%. I think Coach O'Connor will take that one.
Charlotte Brown for Sacred Heart. 20-second draw control. And she'll go up against McAteer. And McAteer will control for the Friars. Under 10 left to go. 12-9. St. Anthony's looking to go 4-0. Sacred Heart fighting back. Trying not to drop their 2nd loss of the year.
It's a very good team. I mean, even if St. Anthony's holds on, you've got to be proud of your team here. This is probably, if not the best in the country, top 5 for girls lacrosse, high school lacrosse.
Now St. Anthony's
They can kill some time here.
being a little conservative here. There's no shot clock, so they can be as conservative as possible. St. Anthony's, they have the lead. They're comfortable. For Sacred Heart, they need to capitalize, and there's a very small room of error. St. Anthony's draws inside. Another save. Bowden on the attempt from Scarora.
13. See a replay here. Very conservative game being played by the Friars. But a save.
It's a great save.
She's not giving up yet. She's got to keep her team in. But another free position for the Friars would be Calabria.
Towards the left side, Tess. Comes in. High save made. Bowden makes it count, but a push again.
14 saves by Bowden. Another replay here.
Caitlin
Calabria
Cole.
off the left side.
Caitlin Cole may have got a little too physical right there.
Another one. This will be the 3rd free position for the Friars.
So Calabria gets some assistance. Crowded it by a sea of red. Calabria ahead inside. High save again. 15 saves. One off her season high for Caitlin Bowden.
Let's see if the Sacred Heart offense.
A
Get going.
tremendous defensive stop.
7:48, Jim, left. They got to pick it up. They got to score fast.
12-9 St. Anthony's. After today, the Friars. Next game be at Manhasset next Wednesday on April 20th at 6 p.m. The last time Manhasset and St. Anthony's played was back on May 9th, 2019, and St. Anthony's won 11-9.
First close game of the year, Jim, as you mentioned, for St. Anthony's. I think that's why they struggled in the beginning, going down twice. It's a good question if they win for the player of the game, who I did not pick yet, as it's coming down to crunch time.
And for Sacred Heart, it won't get much easier. It's the bounce inside and the bounce pass, trying to find Brown, and she turns it over. McAteer passes ahead. And for the Lady Spartans, they'll be playing Cold Spring Harbor next on Thursday at noon on April 21st. The last team that St. Anthony's lost to 2 years ago.
So if they had trouble with St. Anthony's, they're definitely going to have trouble with with Cold Spring Harbor.
So we have a yellow card. Dish to Sacred Heart. You get a replay, we can see who it was on.
You see the referee writing down who the yellow card was on. Our next game, the Orland and Cohen Game of the Week, will be right back here at Cy Donnelly Field. Tuesday, April 19th, St. Ignatius from California plays the St. Anthony's Friars, but on the boys' side.
California, huh?
We had Ohio, St. Ignatius. Now we have California coming in.
That's a long plane ride.
I'm playing the best in the country, right?
You have to. Skorola hit inside the box. And contact by Fravert.
6 minutes, just above 6 minutes here. Excuse me.
Skorola,
St. Anthony's can play
6
their
minutes
style.
left. Goes inside. Oh, and Biancardi looking for the dagger and couldn't hold on.
Sacred Heart stays alive.
And look at the defense for St. Anthony, just fly up the field.
Just under 6 minutes, Jim. Sacred Heart has to move it, and they are.
Yeah, the last goal was practically a base hit off the stick from Regan. Do they have anything left in the tank for the Lady Spartans? Darcy goes back behind the cage. Bendowski gets doubled. Oh, puts a nice move on McAteer.
They got to start moving, though. If St. Anthony's gets that ball, they're just going to hold on to it.
You have to look for free position attempts. Get fouled inside. Fravert being locked in by Kenny. Bendowski one-on-one with Christie. She'll go to her left. Bendowski didn't have a chance. Precious time being wasted. Ball's down, up in the air, and controlled by Christie. Zank launches it right ahead and controlled. Again, up ahead towards the field. It's McFarland. Goes to her right, dumps it inside. Lacasio off the bottom of the post, no good.
And that's 16. That matches her season high.
Was it a save or did it go off the post? It was close.
We'll see the replay.
McFarland, head full of steam to her right. Lacasio fakes. That was a save on the ground, yeah, 16.
Can she match? She matched her season high.
So do the math. Those 16 saves out of 25. That's 64%.
No, I'm sorry. 28. So 16
28.
at 28. I'll do the math on that.
That's just a little over 50%. It's like 58%. I'm no math whiz, but I know what half of 28 is. That's 14.
57%. She's almost there.
Almost there. Cross inside. Bumped inside. That could be a free position opportunity for Fravert, looking for her fourth of the game.
This is big here. 3.5 left. Cut it to 2. You still have some life. St. Anthony's hasn't been able to put that dagger in.
And we have a new goalie in. Let's see what Zank can do against the best goal scorer today for the Lady Spartans.
Zenk's let up 4.
Fravert for 4. Bounces high and can't get it.
That's a big stop.
It all matters.
Here comes, this is
Christie.
Christie.
Kelly fakes inside. Oh, new season high. Bowden with 17 saves.
As we see a replay, a season high here for Bowden.
Watch how high she goes and then immediately drops to her knees.
Can't ask for anything more if you're Coach O'Connor. 17 saves. I think that should bring her at 60%.
59.
58.6. You got it.
Round that. 59.
Will she get 60?
Great defense.
She doesn't
Better
want,
offense.
She doesn't care about the save percentage. She wants the team to come back and score.
Shin making life very difficult for Kenny. Kenny just running away with it. Oh, intercepted. Great defensive play. Here come the Lady Spartans. It's Brown. Goes inside, fake.
Look at the defense swarming by
Great.
the Friars.
What an adaptation.
Running out of time here. Just about 1:50 left. They got to move.
Mayer being contested by McAteer, has played terrific at the top of the circle. Some numbers just don't show up in the stat sheet, but they'll show up late in games. Shot opportunity needs to go down. It's good! Darcy, her second goal. And it's a 2-goal game. Check that, her first goal.
2-goal game.
Goal by
As
Sacred
you
Heart.
see on the replay here, nice cut. Darcy just shoots it from about 10 yards out and brings the Lady Spartans within 2. Now, this is going to be a big draw control. This might be the biggest draw control of the game. And now, Jim, I said at the beginning, 10-8. Can you give me some credit here? It's a 2-goal game.
Hey, high five. I'll give you plenty of credit.
I had St. Anthony's by 2. Now, anything could change, but if St. Anthony wins this draw, the game's over. I mean, I've seen crazier, but Sacred Heart, the S's are getting me today. Sacred Heart, St. Anthony's. Sacred Heart wins this draw control, they got to move. They cannot let St. Anthony's have another possession.
Minute and 27 left on the scoreboard. On our production here, 1:23. Every second matters, and the Friars got it.
This might be it. I don't think they're going to try to score here. I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to give the ball back.
It doesn't even matter with no shot clock. You can run it out right here.
Look at the defense. Swarming. Let's see if
Almost stays in bounds. McFarland tight roping on the sideline. But look at Chin, making her have to give it up.
I would start doubling, tripling.
That is flying in, no problem, looking for contact.
Oh, ball's loose.
Ball is loose,
Oh.
but here's Biancardi! Number 5, and the dagger for the Duke Blue Devil.
Friars goal scored by number 33, Ava Biancardi.
As you see
13
here
to 10.
on the replay, the ball was loose. Biancardi said, I want number 5, and she got it.
Tip off your hat to an incredible
Timeout,
performance
Sacred Heart.
from the Lady Spartans.
47.5 seconds left. We're going to have to pick our player of the game because I'm going to go down there. This is not, as we're going to go to break, but we'll talk about it when we get back, our player of the game.
It's the Sailors of Oceanside High School will host the Farmingdale Sailors. Lily Johnson on the other end, and then a goal back for Farmingdale. Brianna Belando blasts it in. Over net. Oh, great pass. Lily Johnson. She doesn't have a clear path to the net, but you have to fire it. Goes low, and Weintraub saves it. Patience on the right side, cut across the top. Livingston to her right. Goes and scores. Carly Livingston. Pass inside. It's open, and it's good. Not many of those with Rosso. Across the middle again, and another goal. Belando gets the hat trick. Final here, 6-5. Dailers top the Sailors.
We are back here at Cy Donnelly Field on the campus of St. Anthony's High School alongside Jim Furchland, Chris Caiozzo on today's production call. And Jim, what a game. I don't think we could have asked for anything better.
Yeah, as you can see, the clock is not running on our production. There's still 47 seconds left, but a 3-goal lead for St. Anthony's, 13-10 after that being Cardi. 5th goal, had 6 goals coming in today, has 5 today with 11 on the year.
She practically doubled her season total.
Against a great defense. So Chris will head down with 47 seconds left. We'll have an interview with Ava Biancardi after the game. One more final draw control. And it's up in and controlled by St. Anthony's. It's Christie. And no, wait, Bendowski's got it. One-on-one with Christie. Bendowski dump off on the side. Off the post on the attempt from Meyer. Can't get it. And St. Anthony's got it. Samantha Baker had it from behind the cage. And with 20 seconds left, St. Anthony's will stay undefeated at 4-0. And Sacred Heart will drop to 3-2. That'll end it. St. Anthony's fights back and takes it against Sacred Heart 13-10. Despite 17 saves, a season high for Caitlin Bowden today, wasn't enough to tame the Friars. 6 goals for Ava Biancardi to start today, had 5 today after having 4 last game and an assist versus St. John the Baptist. And then she had a goal and an assist twice versus Holy Trinity and Kellenberg. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with Chris Cayozzo on the sideline with Ava Biancardi.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
Back in the broadcast booth, Jim Furchwin here, Chris Cayozzo with our cameraman Evan Lurie down in front of the St. Anthony Friars huddle as Coach Copewing stays undefeated with her Friars after a 13 victory over the Sacred Heart Lady Spartans. First 5 unanswered from St. Anthony's after being down by as much as 8-6, and then went on an 11-8 run on a 5 unanswered goals. And St. Anthony's fights back and storms to beat the Lady Spartans of Sacred Heart 13-10. Ava Biancardi, the player of the game for the Friars, the senior midfielder. 6 goals and 3 assists checking in today. Had several different Friars find the back of the cage. And we have Chris Cayozo down with St. Anthony's Ava Biancardi.
Back here at Cy Donnelly Field as the St. Anthony's Friars beat Sacred Heart today, 13-10. Here with the player of the game, Ava Biancardi. Ava, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
It was a great game all around. You guys trailed at this game twice by 2 goals. What was your guys' mindset being down 2 goals twice in this game?
We knew going into this game that it was going to be really good and they were going to come for. They just wanted the win, but we kept the positive energy up. We knew that we couldn't let anything let us get us down, and we knew every goal, no matter if it was them or us, we had to just come back with more positive energy.
5 goals in today's game. How does it feel scoring that many goals for your team?
I couldn't have done it without the low attackers feeding me. We knew that if we'd have each other's back, whether it was finishing it or passing it, and we all had each other's back, and that's how we got the win.
What was Coach's message to you after the game, after a good win like that?
She knows that was a great win, but we have to keep it up for the rest of the season and keep this energy high.
You guys have a tough schedule coming up. Cold Spring Harbor, one of the best teams. You looking forward to that one?
Yeah, we are looking forward to it, and we want to keep that energy high and just go through the season with more wins.
Ava, congrats on the win, and thank you for coming for the interview.
Thank you.
Jim, back up to you.
Thank you, Chris. And Ava Biancardi going to Duke University in the fall. A Duke Blue Devil dominating today against the Sacred Heart Lady Spartans. 5 goals after having 6 coming into today's game. Now 11 goals on the year for Ava Biancardi. Final score from Cy Donnelly Field. St. Anthony's 13, Sacred Heart 10. A special thanks to our production crew in the booth. Dave Stemkel, Tom Bruno, Jamie Burkhardt, Evan Lowry, and for Chris Cayozo, I'm Jim Fortune saying so long and farewell from St. Anthony's High School. And thank you for watching Girls Lacrosse on T&D Sports Video Productions. Good night.